Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to If It Pops, It's Culture. I'm your host, and with me is Captain Garfield over there. How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing all right.
That's good. Uh, well, we have got a lot to talk about today. Give me 1 second.
All right.
I'm going to put this on the Facebook page in case somebody wants to come visit.
All right.
There's got to be a faster way to do this, but I don't know how to do it yet.
I'm sure there is, but yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, so what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the Disney plethora of everything they've got coming out?
I know, right? It's like how many cinematic universes can you follow at one time? Because
Yeah. I mean, okay, let's go ahead and start with Loki. You know me, I love my villains. I didn't tell my kids, I don't care if y'all go or not. Y'all can stay at home, y'all can come with me, but nobody is allowed to talk because I'm going to watch Loki. I don't care if I got to wear a mask, I'll wear a biohazard suit. I'm going to see that movie because, I mean, he's like my third favorite villain of all time. I mean, not
Mhm.
comic book wise, no, but movie villain wise, oh yeah. I mean, just like they did in the comics, Loki's the one that brought the Avengers together in the Marvel
Right.
Cinematic Universe. So he plays an important role in the Avengers mythos and the MCU as a whole. Uh, I mean, honestly, I could see him popping up in anything. He could have popped up in Ant Man. He could have been in any of those before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could have been anywhere. He's a great character. Tom Hiddleston is freaking hilarious. He also does some good dramatic stuff, but him and Chris Hemsworth both work out well when it comes to comedy. I don't know why, because you don't see either one of them. They don't look like comedic actors, but
Well,
they both do
that's part of their charm.
exactly. And like when they put Chris Hemsworth in Ghostbusters, I didn't like the new Ghostbusters movie, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was fine.
Uh,
I,
I'm
I,
saying
I wouldn't
his
call it a
role.
yeah, but I mean I wouldn't call it a great movie by any means. I'd
No,
call it passable entertainment.
yeah, and he was. I mean, he didn't have a groundbreaking role either, but he was funny for his part,
Oh
just
yeah.
like in Men in Black International. He was funny in that
Mhm.
too. Once they switched over from the Shakespearean Thor to Ragnarok, we actually got somewhere. What else? Anything you want to talk about, like Star Trek Discovery?
I'm enjoying the season. I am interested to see where they're going to go this week. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Um, you are
we
you caught
always
up?
forget that. Oh yeah, I'm caught up.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what happens this week with Giorgio and how they've already confirmed that was it Cronenberg, uh, the actor with the glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't.
He
I just
he
call him Creepy Dude.
he is confirmed for season 4.
Ooh, I like him. I
So
don't know how he's going to live that long, but I like him.
yeah, I
I
figure
honestly
he's
expected Giorgio to kill him like that first time he showed up.
no. He looked like he had too much gravitas for him
Yeah,
to be killed that way.
he's a good character. He's creepy. He knows what he's talking about. I mean, he
Yeah,
could
it
be a
sounds
villain, but he could
so.
also be a good guy.
It sounds like they made a mistake in the script or the line. Anyway, there's a scene where there's a time soldier
Right?
and he's wearing a season 1, season 2 TNG uniform.
Yep.
And I think they meant to say 59 instead of 69. So they got the decade wrong.
Yeah.
because the decade they said would have been more like Star Trek Nemesis time than it would have been Star Trek season one time. I think it's just they wrote they said the wrong number.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Uh,
go back and look at that.
yeah. So, but it's interesting. So, uh, like a trivial thing is with New Trek, uh, they have now shown all the next generation uniforms,
Hmm.
and the only ones they haven't shown the Voyager DS9 uniform. They've shown the Nemesis or First Contact version,
Yeah.
but not the original DS9 Voyager version.
What
Uh,
do you think about them bringing in the Kelvin timeline in this last
uh,
episode?
well, so they didn't really bring it in as much as they
Alluded to its
reference
existence.
that they knew it exists
Yeah.
as an alternate reality. Which
Right.
I mean, Star Trek's had alternate realities since the '60s. So
Right. Since the beginning. I mean, that's where we get
yeah,
the mirror
I mean, the
universe.
mirror universe came in Star Trek the original series. So
Right. Okay. Now I got a question for you because Carl in that last episode of Deep Space Nine or Discovery. I'm sorry, Discovery.
I do not know if he's a Q.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, he's reading a newspaper. He's got the
I mean, he has all the trappings of
yeah.
what a Q would do, but there have been other cryptic aliens
Right.
with similar uh, MOs.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I can't say that he's a Q.
I want him to be though.
I have loved that there have been DS9 references and Easter eggs in this season.
Hmm.
There have been Cardassians in it. There was
Yeah.
a Cardassian in the briefing room. One of the captains of the ships. Maybe she was the captain of the Nog. Who knows?
Yeah.
Uh, so that was cool. Um, Seeing a J version of Starship Voyager was pretty neat.
I didn't think
Um,
Voyager would make it that far, but you know,
yeah, it's a popular name.
yeah. I mean, we had what was it? Which Star Trek was V'ger?
That was Star Trek One, Star Trek the motion picture.
Was it the first one?
Yeah, Voyager, the Voyager probe became
Yeah.
self-aware.
Right.
Yeah, that was Star Trek the motion picture.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was like
Um,
three. I don't know.
no,
I'm
three
bad
was
with the
Search for
numbers.
Spock. Star
Yeah,
Trek
that's right.
Three was the middle one of the trilogy.
Yeah. What
But
else? Go ahead.
I I I'm interested to see. There is talk of maybe not the current seasons, but past seasons of all the new Star Trek shows being put on Netflix as well in America.
Now they were on there before.
They're on Netflix. No, I'm talking about Picard,
Oh, okay.
Discovery, and Lower
Okay.
Decks.
Okay.
Uh, so they may be like timed exclusive for CBS All Access instead of
Yeah.
instead of completely exclusive. Sort of like how AMC does with The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Um,
Um, so that would be interesting. Get more eyeballs watching the shows because I think the shows are a good quality. So it'd be
yeah.
nice to get more new Star Trek fans. And Netflix is the mass market of streaming. So
Unfortunately,
yeah. Now it's
there's no changing that.
yeah, and I don't know what they'll do with Paramount Plus. How much they'll continue to expand the Star Trek universe, but Uh, I know what's his name, Alex Kurtzman's already planning for like 4 years out right now because they're doing Strange New Worlds.
Hmm.
Um, Star Trek Picard season 2 is getting ready to start filming. Star Trek Discovery season 4 is already in pre-production. I
Hmm.
may already started filming, or maybe next month. Um, they're working on the second season of Lower Decks. Captain Janeway's got the Star Trek Prodigy
Yes.
series. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. It may be Admiral Janeway. Anyway, Catherine Janeway
Yeah.
has a new
Actually, I
series,
think what I read was
and there's even rumor that they're trying to make a Cisco series,
I've heard
which
that too.
which could possibly be badass if they do like what was the repercussions of becoming a damn prophet.
Uh, Now, from what I read about Janeway, is she's going to be retired.
Oh, so this could be a bit in the future then.
Question. Mine's pop culture.
Get out!
It's pop culture.
I'm on the show. Get out!
I'm talking about pop culture.
I'm gonna. Can you hear her?
Mine's pop culture. Now they're not.
Okay,
Is
we'll
she
ask the
British?
audience.
Is she British?
No, are vines pop culture?
What is
Hello.
your background?
I mean, technically, they are. I
I
mean, if we
mean, they're
count
part of culture.
it, a lot of them pop, and the show
Our
is.
memes pop. Our memes
Yep.
pop
Is
culture.
it Game of Thrones background?
Yes, and you made my thing fall.
It was already fallen. PJ thought it had this had something festive.
Oh, internet is
I was
starting
asking
to.
a pop culture question.
Get out! If you want to get a question, then go find us on the phone. You can watch. Go,
It's on the phone.
go or no Christmas.
That is the ultimate danger.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that though, but they don't have to know that. Uh, yeah, from what I've read, is some kids find some kind of ship. Janeway's involved somehow. It, the synopsis is real weak, and I don't think they put a lot behind it. More than likely, it'll
Well,
change because it was just one little blurb that I've
well, I
seen.
mean, it's an animated series. It's probably been in production for 2 years by now.
And it could have been, yeah, but
I mean, they try and control
right,
the flow of information as much as they can. So,
which makes sense.
yeah,
Uh,
I mean, it's like that new Animaniacs reboot was all the recordings were done in 2018.
yeah, I have not made it through that yet.
Saya loves it, so I have seen it multiple times. And
Uh,
now it actually makes me want to go back and watch the old ones and realize and see how many like not just adult jokes, but how many current events that I just did not pick up on
right, yeah. Now I've
because
rewatched it since.
she doesn't pick up on any of the current events that they're actually satiring.
Right.
She just
Yeah,
picks up on the comedy of it.
I
But
watched it
now,
the original a few years ago because Olivia was into it, and I
mhm,
always loved Animaniacs. So some of that stuff you do pick up on after you're older. So
yeah.
it's worth
So
a watch
it's
through again.
oh yeah, yeah. I have it on DVD even.
Oh, okay.
But
Uh,
yeah, and I don't. I mean, it's a lot more. It's a lot more blatant in the new
yeah.
series than it was in the old one.
Now I wonder if that's a stab at adults or one at kids nowadays.
Maybe a little bit of both. I mean,
Probably is.
although I did find the Cyclops on the island by himself hilarious. So,
Uh,
but anyway, now I'm interested to see what season 2 is going to be like. They're already talking about bringing Futurama back again. That would be interesting.
oh, I just read something where. Well, no, I'm not even going to bring that up because if it's not true, I'm just going to get mad. So let's go back to Disney.
Wait a minute. You can't tease like that. What did you hear? Are you talking
Ah,
about Firefly getting a second season?
yes, yes. Actually, not a
Yeah.
second season. They're talking about a reboot,
Oh,
and
I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with those characters with new actors.
I don't either. And I don't know if I can deal with them being this being
But
another. Oh well, we'll do it in 10 more years.
better not have another bad wash.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway,
Uh,
um,
Mandalorian. We were talking about this before we started,
yes.
and I posted this on Facebook, on my page, and on the show's page. How are they going to explain that his face was in the Imperial databanks? Does that make any sense whatsoever to you?
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
It was not looking for a specific face. It was verifying that it was an organic life form.
Okay, but are there?
For some reason, it just doesn't want a droid. There you go.
Uh,
It would be it wouldn't be that hard a leap of logic in the Star Wars universe. I mean, droids are sentient most of the time. There's no explanation for how they're sentient. Maybe it just doesn't want a sentient droid accessing its database.
Now that brings up another question. Are the droids in the Star Wars universe actual AI, or are they just advanced VI programs?
There's probably both in different parts. I
I
mean,
mean,
because they're treated as people, so but they're also created. So I don't know. Droids. That's a real ambiguous topic in the way the Star Wars universe works. I mean,
yeah,
we
I'm
get
probably
to
going to go
see.
down that rabbit hole later.
Yeah, there you go. I just made it worse for you.
Yeah, you did. That's not
I
going to be
mean,
good.
you got to admit, you probably shed a tear when that assassin bot sacrificed itself.
Eh, no, not really. You got to remember, I don't like AI at all. Oh, we've
So
got Casey on here talking about the metaverse coming, starting with WandaVision.
that
Uh,
looked pretty neat.
Now, I don't remember the release dates. Is Strange coming out before WandaVision or after?
Now you're gonna make me do research. Let me check.
Because that's going to determine what is bringing up what.
All right, what we got here? One division. Do we
You look up
have a
WandaVision and I'll look up Doctor Strange.
January 15th?
Okay, so
The first
Doctor
season will
Strange
be 6 episodes.
Doctor Strange comes out March 25th of 2022. I like that Sam Raimi's directing now.
Nice.
Yeah. And since we're into that, let's go ahead and go into Spider-Man 3 with Tom Holland. Have you seen the character list for this movie?
I've seen some of it. I saw Doc Ock is back, and
Doc Ock is back, possibly Sandman. Somebody made a joke on Reddit
are they literally
saying,
going to bring everybody from all the Spider-Man movies? And I
I
do mean
think
all of
that's
them.
what they're doing. At, uh,
I
what's his
still
name?
like somebody was like, if they all three see each other, they have to do the Spider-Man meme.
Oh yes, yep. Charlie Cox is also going to be in it, possibly playing Matt Murdock, his role from Netflix's Daredevil.
Oh,
So you've got Matt Murdock, three Spider-Man, Doctor Strange is showing up, Doc Ock, possibly Sandman, and somebody mentioned William Defoe, but that one's not 100%. You've also got Jamie Foxx coming back as Electro. I mean, somebody made a joke on Reddit saying, "Do I have to watch Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 1, 2 to figure out what to know what's going on in the new Spider-Man 3?" And I said, "Yes." With this clusterfuck, yes, you do, because there are so many characters. I mean, I wouldn't be
God! Now
surprised if
we're
they had all the Aunt Mays back. I wouldn't be
now,
surprised if
now we're an R-rated podcast.
no, we've been cussing, dude. No, PG-13. I only said it once. We get one F bomb.
Uh, oh yeah, you
That
get
was it.
one per PG-13 movie.
Yep.
Gotta save it. Gotta save
That
it.
that was it.
Otherwise, we'll have to have Ryan Reynolds read our story.
If it pops, it's culture. What'd you say now?
Said otherwise, we'll have to have Ryan Reynolds kidnap Fred Savage and read us a story.
I'm good with that too. If Ryan Reynolds wants to be on our podcast, I would be happy to have him on the show.
Anyone would,
Yeah, him.
except for maybe Hugh Jackman. He might not.
Eh. Now imagine if we could get both.
You are fading into your background.
Oh crap! Am I? What's going on here? What the hell? That's weird. I'm not even wearing green. The only person I wouldn't invite on the show is Shia LaBeouf, and that's because I hate that prick.
It's well documented.
Yeah, every 6 months, I think. uh, in Casey saying he wants Toby Maguire. Why do you want Toby Maguire, Casey? This is my oldest daughter's best friend,
Ah,
who is an
hey
inspiring
Casey.
actor. He's been on what was that show you were? I can't even remember what show you were on. Something with Bobcat Goldthwait. You know who Bob? You know who Bobcat? You know who
I
Bobcat
do.
Goldthwait? Yeah,
I
he
do.
was on that. He was on Bobcat's show.
Nice.
Yeah, uh, Bobcat
Misfits and
Goldthwait,
monsters.
Misfits and Monsters. Casey, he is going to be in. Tobey Maguire is going to be in Spider-Man 3, and so is Andrew Garfield. This has the potential. Spider-Man 3 has the potential
I
to
mean, are they
be.
going to introduce the Miles Morales while they're at it?
That's there's no confirmation, but that's what I'm expecting. To be honest. Uh,
I mean, literally, let's just have a live
just
action
just
version of
throw
Into
all
the
of them in
Spider
there.
Verse.
Yeah, I mean they may as well
I
just
mean,
throw them in there. Into the Spider Verse was a
I
great
didn't
Spider-Man
realize
movie.
I didn't I didn't realize till just recently that MJ in the current Spider Verse is not Mary Jane.
Right,
She's a
Michelle something.
different MJ.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I can hear my children watching the show in the background.
So can we.
Hey, turn that down. Go watch it in Olivia's room. Oh my lord, I didn't know y'all could hear it.
Everyone can hear it.
Yeah, I see that now.
So, what do you think of the expansion of the Star Wars universe?
I cannot wait to see the Bad Batch. I mean, I enjoy Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I like, you know me, I like all of it. As long as it's got a good story, good characters, I'm down for it. Uh, but the Bad Batch, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to Ahsoka returning. I mean, Rosario Dawson, I like her, but I would have picked someone maybe a little younger for the role because she's our age at least. And
Yeah, she's our age.
yeah, and Ahsoka would not have been that old. I mean, Rosario Dawson looks awesome. She doesn't look like she's our age,
How
but
old was she in the Clone Wars?
in the Clone Wars, I think she was around 19.
And how long ago were the Clone Wars?
Oh crap. Never mind. I may have got my timeline messed up there.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, The
this is
Mandalorian
set
is
after all that.
yeah,
So, I
The
mean, this is set.
Mandalorian is 5 years after
I mean, friggin'
Turn.
Boba Fett's had time to be shat out of a
Well,
Out
see,
of
there's
the,
a joke going around the military circles that Boba Fett was stationed at Fort Polk. So
I don't know enough about Fort Polk to get the
it's a
reference,
bad.
but
You know Fort Hood. It's same thing. Les Kelly though.
oh well, that's
Yeah, it's
that
pretty
went
bad.
that
So
went dark fast.
yeah, uh, I mean Boba Fett. Yeah, he came out of a Sarlacc and he survived on Tatooine. I don't know how Slave One's still around. Somebody should have stole it.
I
I
don't
mean, I
know,
guess
but Slave One feels like the friggin' phone booth or police booth from
you know.
Doctor Who.
And
I did not realize it was that big.
yeah, it's fairly large.
It was
Uh,
kind of fun to see how it rotates as the ship
yeah, on the
rotates.
inside where it did that thing. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like to
I'm
see
glad.
when tech works like that. I like that kind of stuff. So I was
Yeah,
really into that. I'm like, ah,
he
pulled
did the
Leo.
thing. He did the thing.
He did the thing. So what else is Star Wars doing?
Wait, how many of them are movies instead of series? Because they announced
That I'm
what
not sure on.
9 or 10 things, right?
Yeah, so many that there's a joke going around that the stormtrooper from season 1 episode 8 is getting his own series, his own spinoff. So
I just want
there's
to
a
see
lot
it.
coming out.
I want to see an entire series that just goes through like the life of a stormtrooper, and then you find out like the final episode that he's just one of the extras that's killed in the background during a random Star Wars battle.
Actually,
It's
I
like,
think somebody did a fan movie about that.
oh
The
really?
death of the 501st, the stormtroopers.
Uh huh.
I think somebody did a fan movie about that. If I can find the link next time we're on, I'll post it.
Yeah. I mean, this week was the perfect kind of episode for that. It's like,
Yeah. Oh
oh
yeah.
look, these are all actual people with feelings,
Yep.
and they have their own heroes, and we just killed all of them.
Yep. Yep.
It's like, yeah, yeah. They pissed me off. I
Uh,
had something I had to get off my
screen
chest.
Screen Rant posted something comparing this last episode of The Mandalorian with the movie called The Sorcerer.
Okay.
Uh, it was supposed to come out. It came out the month after Star Wars back in '77.
Hmm.
Uh, it wasn't science fiction fantasy. It was more of a war spy kind of thing, where they're moving nitroglycerin from one place to another. And there's even shots where they compare the trucks driving and then getting blown up with that movie. Apparently, it didn't do well because Star Wars took over the box office when it came out.
Right.
So, uh, but apparently, it's also become a cult favorite.
No.
I'm
Well,
actually going to have to find it and check that out because it sounds pretty good.
there's a fine line between homage and blatant ripoff.
Oh well, yeah. But what are they going to do
I
to
mean,
Disney?
right. And plus,
Really?
I
I mean,
mean, what is it? Isn't there like a drinking game every time there's like a Seven Samurai reference in Star Wars or something
oh
like
yeah,
that?
yeah. And
So
I mean,
let's face it,
Mandalorian,
every story's been told. The characters may just have different names, but the themes stay
right,
pretty consistent.
right. I mean, the first known written story is Gilgamesh, and you've got the basis for Superman, Hercules, Samson, all that right there. So, I
Yeah.
mean, and you
What is
got
it?
Sherlock Holmes for
They used
Batman.
the story of Gilgamesh. They used the story of Gilgamesh in a TNG episode called Darmok,
Okay.
uh, where they just kept a constant meme episode. It's like what was it? Gilgamesh and Antigo at Orlok or something like that. But anyway, Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra.
Yeah.
That's the episode where they reference Gilgamesh. Um,
You go with
so the
I'm going to kill my children.
I was supposed to admit that on live stream.
Eh, we've only got 3 people. Hey, we've got 3 people watching. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
This is the
increased.
most we've had. I see my
Yeah.
daughter and Casey. I don't know who the other one is. Hello, other person, whoever you are. Possibly my other daughter.
Hello.
Uh,
We'll take it.
oh, yeah, definitely. Now they're yelling. Oh, God. It Child rearing does not
Yeah.
get easier when they get older. Just so you know.
I've I've heard. I've
Yeah,
heard.
it only
My
gets worse.
sister has my sister has a 14-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a um, three almost 4-year-old. So yeah,
It's something.
I'm
She
good
wants
with
me to.
one.
My daughter wants me to reference Billie Eilish, and I don't know why. Because if we've learned anything through these shows, it's I am not the music guy.
Maybe she just wants to see your goth period. I don't know.
Uh,
Weapons of Vice. You go with
they've also got. If my children are watching this, I'm going to make a quick break. You're grounded. I'm going to take your phones away. They're also referencing the upcoming season of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Mackie has a new movie coming out in January on Netflix. He's this cybernetic badass. I mean, it looks awesome.
Interesting.
Uh, I don't know who the other actor is. This maybe some new dude. Maybe it's somebody I just don't know.
Right.
But it looks like a good movie. And then you've got What If for Disney Plus. Uh, Now I have 40 issues of the first run of the comic book series What If. It's kind of like, okay, what would happen if this happened? How would that change the Marvel universe?
Right.
But for this series, they're doing it for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I believe it's 6 episodes for the first season. I could be wrong, and somebody will tell us
Right.
if we're wrong. Uh, but the one they're pushing right now, the one that I've seen the most trailers for is uh, Peggy Carter becoming Captain Britain instead of Steve becoming uh, Captain America.
Oh,
And
interesting.
he gets apparently Howard builds him a suit. So he's before Tony gets his suit, Steve has his suit, and it's like this big, massive tank looking thing. It reminds me a lot of Stargirl from DC Comics because she rides on his shoulder and all this stuff, and it's this huge mech. So, but I love What If. I can't wait for this series. Honestly, anything Disney's coming out with right now looks really good. Uh, there's also the movie Nobody with Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, I've heard of it. I have not gotten to watch the trailer yet.
It looks like John Wick with Better Call Saul.
Interesting.
It looks freaking awesome. I mean, Bob Odenkirk, he's a good actor. He's got
Yeah.
range. He can be an asshole. He can be a nice guy. He can be a wuss. And apparently, he can also be a badass.
Nice.
You really need to watch the trailer on that because it's great. We've already talked about Loki. We talked about
Is
the
it like
Bad
John
Batch.
Wick meets Falling Down?
Yeah, you can classify it like that. One of my predictions, while I'm thinking about it, one of my predictions did come true. Skyrim is already on Game Pass.
Oh wow.
So now Todd has you buying Skyrim forever if you're a Game Pass member. So Todd has won this one. I'm just going to give it to him. Good work, Todd. And I was thinking about buying it again because I lost my Xbox One copy, but I happened to go on Game Pass. I go every couple weeks just to see what new stuff they got, and I went ahead and downloaded it. So if I'm paying for it, I may as well play it.
Yeah, I saw the local Walmart had some Xbox Series S's in stock yesterday, but
What's that now?
don't think the local Walmart I was at had the Xbox Series S
Yeah.
in stock yesterday.
X.
It's the one. It's the digital one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the non 4K one.
Well,
But
they've had the
but I'm
Xbox.
I'm stuck in the PlayStation ecosystem, so I've got to
Okay.
wait for the PS5.
Uh, when
I'll
does it
just get
come
a nice
out?
computer.
It's already out.
It
If you can
is
find one. If you can
exactly.
find, yeah. But the PlayStation 5. Now I've only heard this happen once or twice. I keep forgetting where my camera's at. That's why my hand's off screen. Once or twice, but there is a glitch in the storage for the PS5, and if you hit it, if that if that glitch is activated, you lose all your memory. On
Oh,
the other
fun.
hand, I've heard of two cases of an Xbox Series X catching on fire from overheating. So I am waiting until they work out these bugs before I buy one. I'm
Probably
not
not
playing that game.
the not the worst idea.
Okay,
No.
my daughter wants me to reference "Girl in Red." I have no idea what that is.
Let's see if we can find out. To
She's
the
going to tell me.
interwebs.
It's a singer.
Oh,
Our music guy isn't here today, people. Oni isn't here, so we don't have our music guy.
no idea.
Yeah, like I said, we're not the music people. We've got Star Wars, Star Trek.
She is a Norwegian indie pop singer
Okay, I remember reading this, but yeah.
doing bedroom pop anthems about romance and mental health.
How old is
Okay.
she?
It's gonna hurt.
14, right? 14, right?
No, no, no. She's 21.
Okay, well then she can talk about the bedroom. If she was 14, I'd be upset.
She was born our high school senior. She was born our senior year.
Oh my God. Let's not tell people our age on this show. Well, we already did that though because we compared ourselves to Rosalind uh,
Yeah,
Rosario Dawson. So
yeah.
Casey says he wants an Oculus Quest VR headset. Have you got one of those?
No, I had a the Samsung Gear VR, but now I have a phone that's too big for it. So
See, I'm not real big into VR. I like now before
oh,
coronavirus hit, we had a VR store at our local mall. Uh, I don't know if they're still open, but I like that one because they've got the actual equipment and everything. You're not just putting on a headset. They've got the screens and everything else, so you actually feel like you're doing stuff. And I played the zombie game, and yeah, it was kind of creepy. Oculus
yeah,
has no phones; it's in the headset.
yes, and it's owned by Facebook, so it owns you.
Yeah, it knows everything you want before you do.
It's like, what? Why am I getting ads in this thing? Why does it know what I'm thinking? What the hell?
On it, you're seriously going to be grounded. I'm going to take your phone away. Mm. Start your own YouTube channel. Uh,
Oh,
what?
well,
Oh,
speaking of children, I'm about to have to uh, take care of the nightly duties, getting my child ready for bed. So,
okay. One more thing. They're doing the
all right.
remastered version of the Mass Effect games.
Oh,
So I've seen a trailer for it, and I'm hoping that Asari that's standing. Spoiler alert! I'm hoping there's no confirmation. There's not even anybody been talking about it, but I'm hoping the Asari that is standing there is Shepard's and Liara's child from before.
Mm,
I hope that's the way it turns out. It could not be. It could be just some normal Asari, but a man can dream.
it's true. It's true. I keep
Uh,
hoping that CBS will realize that it would be profitable for them to remaster the old Star Treks and make them exclusive to their platform in high definition.
let's not
It's
give
like
these
all they
streaming
got. They only
platforms
got two
any
series.
ideas. Let's not give these platforms
I,
any ideas.
I would. I would. I would sell my soul for HD DS9 and Voyager.
That would be kind of awesome. I gotta admit,
Yeah.
Voyager, not
Even
DS9.
even if it what?
You remember, I still don't like DS9.
Oh, that's
it's still
because you're
not.
dumb. But anyway,
It's not my least favorite Star Trek, but it's also not my favorite. So
but it is the best. So that's how it is.
uh, I don't know, man. The Discovery's pushing itself out there, and with Strange New Worlds,
Oh, I like Discovery a lot, but DS9. If it weren't for DS9, these storylines wouldn't exist. DS9 is the one that broke the mold of Star Trek being sterile.
uh, it still looks like a cop show on a space
Because
station. That's
did
just the
you
way I
really
see it.
watch it all? You really watched it all the way through?
I'm gonna have to watch it again. I haven't made it because we just got Hulu for the Animaniacs,
Uh
and
huh.
then I got sidetracked by Archer and Fresh Off the Boat, and what else was I watching? Something else. I get sidetracked a lot. You know that.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
easy
know.
for me to get sidetracked.
To me, DS9 is the one Star Trek that became more relevant after it aired
That may be true. I haven't watched it
because
in quite a few years.
because no other Star Trek dealt with like religious fundamentalism, terrorism, uh, not painting all terrorism as evil
Yeah,
and
that's
actually
what I
as a
meant.
tactic. I mean, you couldn't really do that anymore.
Yeah,
It's like the current world, everything has to be so blatantly black and white. It's like you got
yeah,
to
and
be
my views on that
hammered over
because
the head with it.
yeah, it's ridiculous because the world's not black and white; it's
You're
shades of
start,
gray.
yeah, well, it's Technicolor. It's the full spectrum.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just you when people classify something, oh, it's this or it's this. That annoys me because there's always middle ground.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what
yeah.
you're talking about, what you're doing. There's middle ground. And now I see why my thing's doing because the thing's falling down. You got any last words?
Uh, no, just stay safe out there.
I wear a mask
Please
everywhere I go.
be, yeah. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for the other people in the world. Because Lord knows we need everybody to do it.
Yeah, we do.
Everybody.
Have fun in
But
the
that's all I
multiverse,
got. Have fun in the multiverse. Live long and prosper.
or what was it?
Die young
Die.
and stagnate.
Yeah, there you go. Now, that one.
I,
I don't even think I
me
can
and
do
my
that one.
buddy, me and my buddy always did this. We had live long and prosper, and then we had die young and stagnate.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this episode of If It Pops Its Culture. Have fun in the multiverse, and may the force be with you.